Hey, Virgo placements. We are talking money and career for this month. Remember that this message is not for everybody, so take it as it resonates. Please go ahead and if you like what you hear, if it resonates, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. All right, let's see what we have here. Book. All right. Cup. Crown. Okay, okay. Book. Cup. Crown. Wow. Yeah. Okay, Virgo placements. You all are really known to be studious anyway, very precise. Whether it's, your sun, however it reflects in your chart. And um, a lot of you like to learn as you go, and learning is new things is something that you're really into. A lot of you, when it comes to your career, um, and money, you can expect to see more contracts, especially if you are an entrepreneur. If you are somebody who, I'm getting that you are, a lot of you are in those professions where there's a lot of paperwork involved, like contracts, like law, paralegals, legal assistants, um, even professors, um, teachers, any kind of form of education. And a lot of you are, taking classes, whether it is to advance your career or just to know something new. But either way, this this whole avenue that you're on right now is leading you to a place where you will have overflowing prosperity, because right now for a lot of you your accounts isn't showing the prosperity. But that doesn't mean you don't already have an abundant life. You're just working on the other part, the financial abundance, right? Yeah, a lot of you are doing this education, adding on to your skill set through educating, to create the prosperity, the financial prosperity. And a lot of you are overcoming so many things. I'm getting single parents, um, working full-time jobs and still going to school, or doing whatever it is that you have to do. You're working maybe one or two jobs, maybe even three. And a lot of you are on that same path where you are, you have your family, you have your full-time job, but you're also building a business. Yeah, these contracts, they're coming through. They're coming through for you. You are working on being in a place of fulfillment. Yeah, being in a place of fulfillment, not just financially, but finding your way, where you're doing something fulfilling, but also prosperous at it and successful at it, whatever that means to you. We're going to the tarot here for more insight. I love this. All right. Talk about prosperity and abundance. Empress. Page of Wands. Yep. hmm Oh, wow. This is pretty much just repeating what I said here. You know, this, the Empress, you may identify as masculine, you may identify as feminine, anywhere in between, anywhere outside of those. But embodying the characteristics and the energy of the Empress is one of abundance. I mean, look at her. She is someone who is you know, is fruitful. She is someone, there's a bug on my glasses. Get off there. Um, she is someone who is creative. So there are a lot of creatives out here. Even though you may be working in a position that is all about paperwork and contracts, it doesn't mean you're not a creative person. But she is successful at everything that she touches. She's nurturing, you know, and again, learning learning the page is about learning new things. It's about being enthusiastic and energetic. It's also about um, taking action and using those spiritual nudges to actually make those moves. Yeah. And the page also brings good news. The page is over here clarifying the cup. So it's just a reminder and it's confirmation that the abundance of all of your life, the whole abundance, it is on the way. I don't know if y'all heard my phone, but confirmation, the abundance is on the way. But it does take some balance because I know a lot of you have a lot going on. You're making this change, you're making this pivot, and you still have to make sure the children get to school and get what they need. Your spouses or partners, if you have them, have to get what they need. Your family, the community, you have these other responsibilities. So it's taking balance here. And you are doing a damn good job at prioritizing and juggling things. I know it doesn't feel that way, but you're making a go at it because you see the unlimited possibilities. The divine also sees that in you. Yeah. Let's clarify this spread for the Virgo placements, please. Spirit. Money and career for this month. Okay. Knight of Cups. The Sun. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Judgment. Yeah. Yep. 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 At the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Yes, you are moving forward. You are moving forward. Keep moving forward, Virgo. And this is, a progressive movement. Things seem slow now, but um and that's okay. That's okay as long as you keep progressing. So we have the Knight of Cups here. Um with the Empress. And yeah, like I said, this is just clarifying here that you are working into a career, moving into a career, a business that is not only prosperous, but also emotionally fulfilling, and that is what this is bringing towards you to, to the point of whatever it is you're learning. Because we have this to clarify the Page of Wands, the Sun here again. Look at the sunflowers. Look at how happy these children are. This is the happiest, the most content card here in the deck. And this is where this is leading you. So yes, there are challenges, there are difficulties with having to prioritize and making those judgment calls about, you know, I do have to go to class, but need, I want to go see the recital. They're depending on me to be at the recital, you know? And you have to do what you can with what you have. Make sure that if those difficult decisions that you're dealing with family, especially with your children, that you're having to talk to a point where they understand what's going on. You know, just reflect on how it felt maybe when you were a child and everything wasn't explained. It was just done and you had to accept it, if that makes sense. Because their life is changing too. Yeah. But and I'm getting that, these things are being done. You are making these decisions because you want to be available to do things with them. You know, you want to be able to dictate your time and have, a energy overflowing, finances overflowing, you know? Yeah. This is going to take some time for some of you, just because it requires building like clientele. It requires building, a base, establishing a foundation. And no, you're not going to always make the right decision. And don't beat yourself up about it. Don't beat yourself up about it. All right, let's go to Spirit for advice. What advice do you have for Virgo placements here? This is a beautiful spread, Virgo placements. What advice do you have for Virgo placements? All right, here we go. Sunset. Under sunset, it says decline, fade, aging. And Spirit says to focus on decline when it comes to sunset. Um, there are going to be times where you will have to decline, say no to certain things in order to make this happen, to have the sun. Don't get distracted by the shiny things that are happening around you. You know, um, the things where everybody wants to be included. However, it doesn't fit into the divine's plan, because this is a divine plan for you, Virgo placements. Lean into your intuition to make those judgment calls, because a lot of times you're going to have to say no, or maybe next time. And delayed doesn't always mean denied. So sometimes it's going to be not right now, and that's okay. You are going to have to set more boundaries. hmm Especially for those of you who are creating a business where you're offering services and goods. Set boundaries, not just with the clients, employees, but also with family. Yeah, I hope this helps. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I post content specific to Virgo placements. Don't forget to check your sun, well, your moon, Venus, descending, and rising for more clarity. Until next time, y'all. Take care.